Okay. So my first question is, I don't recall ever seeing you repost a video twice. What are your thoughts on reposting a video that has little views or no views?
Okay, so the question for everyone on the live who can't hear Sandra, the question was, what's my thoughts on reposting videos that don't have many views? Now, Sandra, are these videos that you've posted through TikTok, so they have like the TikTok mark on them and stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yes. O-
Yes.
Okay, so my take on it is one, there's probably a reason that TikTok hasn't sent that out to lots of people. There's probably a reason that could be coming from a whole heap of factors. What tends to happen though is once you make a video in TikTok, that is actually tagged by TikTok to the video. So when that video gets reposted again, they can track that that one is linked to that video, and it's unlikely it's going to perform any better. I've tried this twice ever, and both times it got very, very limited reach. If a video like that doesn't receive many views, it's probably a reason for it. It's probably gone through the review process, and they've gone, this isn't a high quality video for the people on the platform, so we're not going to send it out to that many people. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you say you take 30 minutes every day to get material. Now, and then you put your twist on it, go on, or how does, I mean, like if, for example, if I wanted to use one of you, like one of the things I should do, would I say, hey, Michael, can I use your sound bit? Or would I just go ahead and grab it and just put my twist to it?
Okay, so like in terms of creating content, what my kind of process is and how I would go about that. Cool. Okay, so yeah, like you said, I spend about half an hour each morning or every second morning creating content, depending on how much I've created. How I do
Okay.
that is the night before, I generally go for like a little bit of a scroll where I'm essentially I guess, collecting content. And what I do is I scroll through, find sounds that I think would work really, really well for my personality, my character, and also things that are quite easy to record so that in the morning when I'm actually recording it, it's not like a super long one, because short videos generally perform better anyway. Between that kind of 13 to 17-second range is really what's dominating on the platform. So then I'm just going through and I'm clicking favorite on those. So then when it comes to the morning, I can look at my favorite tab on my profile, find those. And like, you're not asking for permission for these sounds. You're not, reaching out to the person who's made it. You just click the sound icon, use this sound, and you record and go for it. Yep.
Okay. Is it good to follow everyone that follows you, or how do you decide who you follow?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I follow people because of appreciation of their personality and their character. And I also follow people because I like their content. Though,
Okay.
for me personally, I don't follow a lot of people for the content factor, because I don't spend a lot of time on the platform consuming content apart from when I'm trying to plan my content. I'm not in the game to replicate what other people are doing. I want to add my own spin to it. So for that reason, and like obviously being time efficient as well,
Mhm.
having a lot of things to do, I can't spend hours on the platform consuming content. So it doesn't make sense for a person like myself to follow people. But my advice for people following people: follow stuff you like, follow stuff that makes you happy. You don't have to follow everyone, and that doesn't give you an advantage in the TikTok algorithm either.
Videos with my kids, but I've had kids. Has that ever happened to you? I have a couple of people that have started to follow me, but when I looked at their videos, they're like little kids, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I just don't know how to approach that.
Okay, so like, was the first part of a question, it just cut up a bit, that I had that issue? Is that what you're
Have you
saying?
had like young, like 12 and below follow you, and like, I guess I don't know how to, should I like, I don't want to block people, you
Yeah.
know, but do I put something on my profile like 18 plus only, or how does that?
Look, like a lot of people do the whole 18 plus only on the content thing. I think that creates a barrier of entry for anyone to consume your content. If you're putting restrictions on who's consuming your content, then you're going to have less people wanting to consume your content. So I personally don't think that's an awesome strategy. In terms of, have I had that issue before? I've got a couple people on my feed, like who's just joined my live right now. There's this person on there called Romdog, and I'm like, I know she's less than 18, but she's just fun, good quality. So I don't block them off or anything like that. If someone's providing value to it, it's great. But I tone majority of my content to an older audience, older demographic, so that it is more attractive to those people. If people are receiving the content poorly, then I'd think about removing them, maybe are you planning on producing content that's not appropriate for anyone under 18, or you just prefer the older audience?
Well, I mean, I don't curse in my videos unless the sound bit has maybe like shit or something like that. But
Yeah.
other than that, I personally don't curse in my videos or show anything that is not, that I
Yeah.
wouldn't show my kid.
Then I wouldn't be worried about it. I'd allow the people who TikTok want to consume your content, because they're probably going to be the most likely people to engage with it and enjoy it.
Which is true, which is
Yeah.
very true. Okay, so I can't imagine having so many followers like you. How do you comment and like every single comment, or how do you handle that?
How do I handle that? So when it comes to commenting and liking on everyone's stuff, I try my very best to get through it, or at least focus on that day. So, like within a day, I'll try and get back to every comment in that day. But I've got a post from, like when I started, like I've been on the TikTok platform, I think for about 6 weeks now. And I did a post about a month ago, so 2 weeks in, where I was asking people what country they were from. And I got something like 4,000 comments. Now, how I would ever be able to get to that many comments would be ridiculous. At this stage, I'm generally getting about maybe 1,000 comments a day on across all the posts. So what I try and do is keep up with like the most recent posts. So I focus on the post for today, making sure people who are engaging with the content on the day, that they get my absolute full attention as much as possible. And obviously, if I'm saying I'm going to be, like if I do one that can be duetted and that I want to see them and people are commenting like, I've duetted this, I want to get to every single one, at least for that day.
Okay.
So
now sorry, my sprinklers just came on.
That's all good.
So I have a business website,
mm-hmm.
and I actually, in one of my duets that I did, someone messaged me privately on the earrings that I had on. And I was so excited because I sell those earrings. And so, I mean, should I like put on my profile the website of my business, or is that being too like pushy, or? Okay.
All right. So tell me a little bit about this business of yours.
Okay, so I am an independent consultant for Paparazzi Accessories, which is $5 jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we sell is $5, lead and nickel free. It's only sold in the United States, Puerto Rico, and Guam.
Gotcha.
It's very cute, modern jewelry. It changes every week.
Yep.
And if you go on my site, most likely you'll find everything up to date, versus when I do lives on Facebook, whatever you may see online, you may not get it. So the only thing that I show online is what I personally have here. Gotcha. But I stopped with this whole quarantine, and I want to get back into it. And the fact that someone actually acknowledged my earrings, I was so excited.
That's awesome. So my advice on that would be that, TikTok, these social media platforms, they're all used traffic sources. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they create content with the intention to sell, but the intention isn't to sell; it's to distribute. That when you are producing content on TikTok, yes, you can show off products. That's really, really good. You can send people to like a website that is linked in your bio. How many followers have you currently got, Sandra?
Okay, so when I first messaged you from Wednesday till today, I've had 63 followers.
Cool. All right. And
so in total, I have 207.
207. Now, what I think becomes really, really popular and works really well with the distribution is that the organic feed content that you should be producing should be very much in line with the platform. As you see, I post pretty much nothing about any business stuff or any stuff there because I'm trying to grow the volume there. Then whenever it's to talk about, you know, distributing my ebook or like that kind of stuff, that comes more from a TikTok live setting where you can actually get to meet people. People go, what do you do? That's where I think it becomes powerful to start talking about your stuff. In terms of putting the link in there, that wouldn't harm anything. The thing is, you're saying you only distribute United States. You're going to be getting a global audience from TikTok. It's not going to be just United States orientated. It's actually going to be coming from a global audience where, you know, like my analytics, I'm not sure what yours look like, but my analytics is saying that like something like 20 to 22% of my audience is from the States. So if I wasn't able to deliver a product worldwide, does it become all that valuable? I'm not sure. Yes, it would definitely get some traffic there, but you may also just get a whole heap of useless inquiries that may not translate to anything. So if there was, you know, are you capable of worldwide distribution?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment? That's fine. That's fine.
They're working on it, but not at the moment.
Maybe rather than, you know, being restrictive on this is 18 only content, maybe you could have a business link in there and say US only.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes. Because that's what I had with Instagram. And then I totally switched my whole Instagram and it's just pure, I went totally quote fanatic. And so I need to start posting pictures again.
Yeah. Well, like I've kind of said, you need to play the game to the platform that you're playing on. The platform only acts as a traffic source. Your website is where things happen. When I think of a business, I break it down into 3 areas. 1, you need attention and awareness, which is from social media platforms. 2, you need a product, which you've got. And 3, you need a platform to sell. The awareness metric and the platform to sell are not the same one.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
That is all I have for you.
That's all you've got?
That's all I have for you. Yes.
Fantastic. That's all good. So much. Hope I could help. Very, very glad. Question for you. Have you had the chance to read the ebook?
Okay, so no, but I printed it out.
You printed it out?
Woo! Yeah, I did. I can't stand looking at it on my computer or my phone. So I'm like a hands-on person. Gotcha. But tomorrow I'm going to have free time. My husband's going to take the kids and I'm going to be able to read it.
Beautiful. Well, I would love to get to know what you think about it, if it's been useful, etc. That would be really, really awesome.
Yes, I will definitely leave you a message. Yes, I will let you know.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to just end this here then. Super glad that I could be helpful to you, and I look forward to hearing from you shortly.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, thanks heaps. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Alrighty guys, that wraps up episode 16 of Real Talk with Mickey D. As you saw, we did a live Q&A again. Hope it was super, super valuable. If you guys liked it, please smash the subscribe button and I would love to hear from you guys shortly. And if you haven't already, get my ebook. Link is down below. See ya.